Hello, everybody, and this is Sarfraz Khan, a life coach and entrepreneur. Now, today we need to understand that marketing, a business, that you can start with a small idea, a small step, a small beginning. Anything you start is always the best thing you should do for yourself because that is something which is going to take you to the next level. And the most commercially and successful ideas are those that come from people's quest to solve their personal problems. So that's what network marketing has always been doing. In a part of life, it's been changing to a woman, to a male, to a business, to a housewife, a homemaker, to a small entrepreneur, to a business associate, whatever walk of life you come from. Once you have the solution that stems your journey, you get liberated and you can create a business around it. But for that, you need to create an easy development of passion. Now, passion is something which has to come, which is an important recipe in your life. You do not plan ahead. You create an exit plan because you didn't have the passion for the business what you've started. The love for your business would eventually attract your business to your customers. So whatever you do, it has to come with a passion. Good business leaders create a vision, articulate the vision passionately on the vision. So you can drive a completion to the idea of what you're looking for. So when we're looking at people, we expect the business to fall, to go down, to be. It's all tested. It's belief factors. There's a lot of ideas which may go wrong, but the willingness to move forward, it would automatically work things in your favor. But you have to go beyond the written mission statements in your mind that this is not going to happen. What you write is what you see. You are getting what you have to get for yourself. So if you're looking for for a crafted idea, you want to promise heaven, you want to see heaven, then you will have to continue a live wire passion in yourself, and that will eventually get your business through all the actions, and it will create and relish a days of small beginning, which is important. So today, moving forward, we're going to talk a serious topic about network marketing. Now, starting. Now, what is something? It's okay to start small as long as you start. It's very simple. You can start small, remain small, and still find a fulfillment. That's fair enough. It's all okay. Companies today started with garage. Like therefore, you see there are no fixed rules of getting to a business. There can be a small startup. There can be today's life meaning ideas can be starting from a garage. Like Apple started off from a garage, and today you can see they're a $1 billion industry. Everybody is owning an Apple phone because they have loved the technology, and subsequently it is the most fastest selling systems in the world. Same thing with Google, and you look at Microsoft. All these ideas came in from small places, and today these people have transformed into a different platform because they started somewhere. Similarly, when you're developing an idea, it is advisable to ignore the details and focus on the basics. Details change with time, and time you spend worrying about little things, it's not going to work. You take risks. You have different ideas to your priorities, right? That's fine. But there's something you need to give importance to the business. You need to value your business, what you're into, because what you persuade in life is something, it's going to be ever changing. It's an ever changing trend. We are today in a different level of world where things have gone too digital, too innovative. There are new principles to the business, so you need to adapt that. You need to educate that. If you want to be a global expansion, remember the products have to be the landing spot to your first beginning to getting into the rest of the world. So that's what the networking business is all about. So getting into is a successful business depends on how effective its solutions are in solving problems. See, a lot of people in real world avoid the pitfalls of heroism. You may have a graph, you may have a pitch. In business world, no matter the time it takes to get this thing done, okay, but the solution, the audience can see it at the first glance. With a practical thing, whatever your power products, your different idea of their kind of observation they see, so they can try and pass that idea that this works for them. Instead, show them a working product, create a vivid image, and talk to them about what drive home your point of a real life examples for them. See, the current path to refresh the course is something what you need to get educated. You begin with them. These are the questioners, what you need to have the illusions and the achievable goals which has to come in, because the problem solving idea is something what they are looking for. They're looking for solution in their life, and who's going to give them the solution? It is you. You have to create that interest. You have to lead a question of motives. You have to create the realism of the ideas, the productivity of the installation of what your extensive production, which is going to be in the coming years for the results. So you plan your meetings, your calls, whatever your ideas of topic, all these things. You can't make your productivity your enemy. You have to show them that this is a solution which can take you to the next level. And this is what we missing onto the action levels, because our problem solving product we create is to solve the people's issues. Today I'm in a world, I work for a company which is helping a lot of people to look and feel young. It's helping them from inside out and outside in. So that's solution. So that solution, they can see the vision in that. Moving forward from here, Apple as a company, originally Steve Jobs took his parents' garage, and you know what, it exploded today. As I discussed with you today, every person has an Apple phone. That was an idea that started off. So you will have to be and stay in the real world. The philosophy works in meeting fields practically works. What happens is, the by doing, see, you have to avoid the pitfalls of heroism. You have to become an external input into yourself. You have to remove all the waste which has always been there with you, and become precious person with your time, with your ideas, and make the people feel precious about what you're going to get them into, because nobody wants to get into the wrong shoe, the wrong tree, the wrong road. They all want to be in the right place. Most importantly is, your footsteps have to be the golden boots to them, where they can understand that what they are estimating out of their life is something which is going to take them to the level of achievement which they have always felt for the progress what they wanted to do. So don't keep them away. Meeting people day in day out, stay in the real world, giving them the real picture about how things have to be taken, because you're always, it takes responsibility about the business. It is very important that we can connect people with the real ideas. So that's something what has to be. So you need to conquer. So do not copy and paste. Don't use people's idea. Many of us, we fall in the trenches, where there are solutions, ideas, and product, copy and paste. Let's remain blind to the real purpose of the original product, whatever it is. Stay as your own products come in, and there should not be any kind of cheap imitations about how you present things. You need to establish a uniqueness, the brand, what you have been taking forward. You need to be the brand of brand. You need to be the product of the product. You can't be a person who sucks them out of the meat. Okay, you don't have to be a person who is duplicating an idea which has always been the past of your leadership. You have to be a person who you have new and improved version of yourself. Don't be a copy paste of people, because that's not something which carries thing. When you walk in your own integrity, in your own ideas, even the photocopy machine can't replicate your unique qualities. That's how it is. You will have to stray away from trying to get into someone else's shoes. The extra mile is something which will beat everything, will beat your passion, will beat your simplicity. This all things sells in the end, because they teach the focus on the basis of your realistic ideas chasing towards the right methods of life. So it's simple. There's no tricky business about, because the customer service is something, is always, you can't put your deaf ears. You always have to be present to them, to service them, to always show them that you're always there for them. Your product remains attractive, its potential, but you have to stay to them, and you have to be a person who's always given them the idea, and you have to be real, because that's the only vital way to survival of your business. Furthermore, deliver your products, be a continuous impressive person, avoid spending unnecessary time on external design and package. Just stay where it has to go, focus on the core, be a customer, be a retail user, distributor. Your business has to look absolutely at the dot of your commitment. Yeah, that's very important, guys. And when you have audience, you don't have to spend extra to get people's attention. So it's simple fundamentals. You have to build your audience, starting with any good things in it. If you're a luxury make, we all do, we have your own ideas, we have to act together. And after you emerge as a person, as a brand, you step into a different level of a ball game where you are now getting attracted, where a huge amount of audience is getting up to you. Now here it comes to your real loyalty test, where your product is working. And after your product is working, there are so many big people going to be connected to you. Even the people who invited people there, they also want to get attracted to you, and they also want to be a part of you now. Now here it is a question of your integrity. Here is the question of your realistic ideas, your realistic visions, your realistic person, your mannerism, your truthness, your honesty about your business. Because from here you can deviate and you can mess up things to the biggest core of your business. And when you have audience, you don't have to spend an extra. That's what I'm saying, to get people's attention. You don't have to attract them to get to them to you. You have to get them to the person who's invited them to the business. So create a face of your company, that you're a face of the company and you're working with that integrity. So it's a very important, you always have to take the responsibility. And satisfied customer is the best business strategy for all. Feedback is the best responsibility. I always tell in the business is damage control is your responsibility. So when you assign people, explain your failing. If you have a problem, that's fine. Your inability to be, it's everyone. You can't give. Everybody has it. Yeah, we all have it. To do this, we give birth to rumors. If we don't do the right way, so it's break in conversation. Whatever dent of relationships you've done, you go back, just heal it up. Accept the simple case, negligency, denial, whatever is going to be take it too long. It's simple, accept it, move, be productive. Wrong things happen in life, good things will happen. Just be transparent. And these failure stories should come in from a top way. They should be a learning process and it should not follow again. And similarly, turn queries into thank yous and always be there. So these are some strategies which will be something will be a happy going selling ideas to your people. A satisfied distributor, satisfied customer, satisfied entrepreneur who's all connected to you is the best business strategy of all times. So just be for it and stay with the simple idea that you are come here in for that strategy. Simple. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your money. That's what Golden Buffet says. So business can be a walk in the park. So unsatisfactory, however, you can do a lot of things today together. So for instance, see Amazon, a business, it's seamlessly, it's a shipping process, affordable prices, selective book. You just have a catalog. Amazon is a powerhouse. It's a business which allows an access to people to take in anything, whatever they want, and it's a bigger store altogether at the e-commerce world. So successful business, okay, for them it's become today a walk in a park. But they all started with small ideas, and today the launching pad has given them a big number. And today they're one of the fastest and the richest contribution on the e-commerce platforms. So you have to control your emotions. You have to control. You cannot do that. You cannot control money. So some principles into this business is we have to see where we are spending in. Is it the right investment? Are you going for any meetings, or you're getting a principal? Are you doing a pleasing business about networking? That is not something which is acceptable at any ground. So you need to get your facts right, your business methods right, because that is something which will lead you to the right prospecting methods. So you need to educate on that. That's very important, because a pleasing business and networking will never lead you to any benefits of it. So no matter how educated, talented, rich, or cool you believe you are, but how you treat people is ultimately the integrity. So you can be a person who you think you are, but if you don't know to treat your, this is a people's business, and this business is all about how you treat them. So if you think you are too snobbish or too over smart, or you're always about me and me myself and Irene, then you want to be thrown as a garbage, and that's where you belong. So freedom is something where dreams, you sleep, you should dream big, heart full of abundant gratitude of humanity. So let's run together, I Sarfraz Khan. I want people to work with me, work on a strategy, ideas, work with planning. We would learn from each another, educate. But once you start running, don't stop, keep running, because that's the only mantra of success. There's no other fundamentals of getting into business. So the body achieves what the mind believes. That's what Sarfraz Khan is. So I'm always on the hunt of the run. I'm always hunting, and now there's one. Even a tiger, when he gets up in the morning, he knows that he has to run, because if he doesn't run, he's going to be hungry. He's going to be left hungry for the day. Same as for deer. The deer, when it gets up in the morning, it knows that if he doesn't run, he is going to be eaten up. So for him also the funda is to run. So the tiger or a deer, the fundamentals are very simple and clear. You need to get a business and you have to run if you need to survive. So that's my last advice. If you want to be a business go-getter in network marketing, you need to be running, guys. So that's my message. I look forward to get in touch with you, be a business partner and associate. I'm from India, I'm from Mumbai, and I look forward to be one of the most powerful leaderships I can create in this country. And I am representing currently NST Global, so I would love to know people and to work with people with my mindset and my ideology, and we could bridge up things if there are something where we can improvise in our conversations together as a leadership, and we can learn from each other. I'm always there to connect and work on those lines. Yeah, thank you, thanks for listening to me, and I appreciate your time.